Merry Christmas, everybody! Hi, Merry Sinmas! How's everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. We're not gonna be playing a game. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Yes, Zin outfit. Zin Christmas outfit. We're gonna go ahead and feed your inner child. Yes, a lot of sinners are sleeping. They are ready. They're ready waiting for Santa. Activate Frogson? What do you mean Frogson? Hi Tama, welcome in. Hello, thank you for being a member for 6 months. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no, we're starting wrong. Inner child! Hi everyone, hello! So here's the plan for today. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna read some Christmas stories. We're gonna have fun. You guys are gonna enjoy it whether you like it or not. Yes, Sindrip, yes. You guys are gonna enjoy it whether you like it or not. And we're gonna wait for Santa. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna chill out, we're gonna have fun. Shut up, Stream Elements. I keep forgetting to set you up. Shut up, don't remind me. They're not dead. They're waiting. They can't be dead yet. Their mission isn't fulfilled. They haven't been used yet. Like, come on. Keep up. Also, happy birthday, Strat. I hope you enjoy it, even though it gets overshadowed by Christmas. But, yes. I hope you guys have fun. Hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, you know what? The classic Christmas tale. Holy shit. I think our childhood Christmas stories might be a little different. Not too much, but like just a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have fun. I'm not gonna be reading all the way through, because I'll be honest, we're just doing 5 books. We're not gonna do way too many. I had more, but I was like, damn. Half of these are like hella depressing. Why are these so depressing? So we cut it down. We cut down the list. We're gonna have fun. Real, right? Dude, like, why do half of them just end with somebody dying? Like, heaven was the true meaning of Christmas. What do you mean heaven was the true meaning of Christmas? No, there's a couple in here that either I haven't read, or if I have, it was like Babusin. It was like little Babusin who doesn't like remember it at all. Hey. Hi, Hekados! So about that, unrelated to Christmas, but I haven't played Mario Galaxy. To be honest, I have not played any of the Mario story ones. Ren, welcome in! So, yeah, sure, what he said. Totally understand the reference. She has no mercies and takes no prisoners? Nah. There's always hope. Say hello! You'd sound like a World War II veteran. Okay, we're doing, like, children's stories. We're feeding your inner children. Holy shit, what the— Tama, no, you don't have to! What the fuck? Can I have no peace? Not even on Christmas? Holy shit, what the fuck? Hey, Niner Rundum isn't bad. Hey! You gotta bake? Enjoy it. Christmas? Yeah, they got memberships. He's green. Point and laugh at the greeners. Anyway, I'm gonna keep— Hey! Look, man, just get it for you. Don't get it from me. No syntax! What are you guys doing? No, this is like a feed your inner child thing. Children don't have money. Please. Children have no money. You guys don't have to. With that, I'm gonna move on. We're gonna go ahead and get started, because otherwise, I'm never gonna read these. Nah. The only syntax you need to do is enjoy yourself. Have a good holiday. If you don't celebrate, just enjoy yourself. Just be happy. Just enjoy yourself. Be healthy. If you really want to do something, go to the gym. Go work out. That's how you can go and do it. Pizza, you barely eat. Please. Food first. Once you are healthy and happy and everything, then you can go ahead. No, stop it! No gifts are needed. I am just happy to have you guys here. You guys have made my Christmas bright. You got the tamales? Oh, no. I made enoki rolls. Any specialty? No, we have hot chocolate today. Probably horrible for my throat, considering, like, dairy's probably not the best thing to do if you're gonna be reading stuff out loud, but, like, I don't know, if it seemed like the correct thing. Tea is very nice. Tea is very good, but we're gonna go with hot chocolate. We have chocolatito. No Christmas gifts are needed. Like I said, go to the gym. That is the best Christmas gift you can give me. Also, I need to credit the artist later. I'll probably do that in the server. Look at my little guy. Look at him. He claps his little paws together. Sorry, that was important, guys. Sorry. Ooh, good night. Have a good night. Thank you for joining a little bit. I should check Discord. That's scary. I'm not opening Discord right now. We'll go ahead and do it some other time. Gonzo, welcome in! To wear that? Dude, okay, so, like, I was prepping for... Okay, this is off topic, but, like, I was prepping for stream, and then this little guy appeared to me. I can't remember the artist's name. I will post it in the server. But, like, wonderful gift. Wonderful gift. I feel the holiday spirit by having you guys with me. I do not need presents. And you know what? I think I know the story to exemplify that. Do you have 12 grapes ready for midnight? No, I'm also not doing the... You know what? I'm breaking generational curses and generational trauma by not running around with the maletas, eating like 12 grapes under who knows what. We're not doing that. The closest I get, and you know what? I'm not probably not gonna... Not even intentional. Man, I should have yelled like... No, that's not even the correct ones. We're not bringing up any more of the generational curses. Because I realized I nearly said something that I shouldn't say, and like, that's not good. That's not good. Coins in the wallet? No. Los calzones amarillos. That's what you need to do. That's what you do. Bruh. What do you want from me? Don't worry. We're waiting on Santa. We're gonna get Santa. Behua, Merry Christmas! Okay. So, we're gonna start off with probably one of the best ones of the night. That way if anybody has to go to bed or go and have fun with their family or anything like that, they can go ahead and do it. But we're gonna go ahead and start off with The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. No, there's so many. Oh god. Okay. Before I do that, there's so many traditions, and like, all my aunts would gather around doing them. Ghosty, Merry Christmas, and like, force the children in on it too. And I don't know. After this past year, after traveling so much, my New Year desire is to relax at home by my pool and just snooze a little bit. That's my Christmas wish. That's my New Year's wish. Wait, also, what are you talking about 12 grade? It's not New Year's, this is Christmas. What are you talking about? Bro, you're confusing me. No. That's New Year's, not New Year's. You're a week ahead. Should I choke on grapes for stream next next week? Oh, it'd be so dumb. It'd be so stupid. You might have just done those anyway. No. There is no stream tax. The only stream tax is for you to be happy. If you can't afford that one, try harder. That's the only thing you should do. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead with the Grinch. Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot. But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. But I think that most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the Whos, staring down from his cave with a sour grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled, with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming. For tomorrow he knew all the Who boys and girls would wake bright and early, they'd rush for their toys. And then oh the noise, noise. That's one thing he hated, the noise. Then the Whos, young and old, would sit down to feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast, and they'd feast. They would feast on Who pudding, and rare Who roast beast, which was something the Grinch couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, would stand close together, with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand, and the Whos would start singing. They'd sing, and they'd sing, and they'd sing. And more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years, I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming, but how? Then he had an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Grinch laughed in his throat. He made a quit Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick! With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer is scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the old Grinch? No, the Grinch simply said. If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead. So he called his dog Max. Then he took some red thread, and he tied a big horn on top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some all empty sacks on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max. Then the Grinch said, giddy up, and the sleigh started down towards the home where the Whos lay a snooze in their town. All their windows were dark, quite snow filled the air. All the Whos were dreaming sweet dreams without care. When he came to the first little house on the square. This is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed, and he climbed up the roof, empty bags on his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, so could the Grinch. He got stuck only once, for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little Who stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first thing to go. Then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most unpleasant, around the whole room, and he took every present. Pop guns and bicycles, roller skate drums, checkerboard tricycles, popcorn and plums, and he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch very nimbly stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimbley. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who's Feast. He took the Who Pudding. He took the Roast Beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, that Grinch even took their last can of Who Hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree, and he started to shove, when he heard a small sound like a coo of a dove. He turned around fast, and he saw a small Who, little Cindy Lou Who was no more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter, who'd gotten out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But, you know, the old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. "Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied, "there's a light on this tree that won't light up one side. So I'm taking it to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the child, then he patted her head, and then he got her a drink and sent her off to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. And the one speck of food that he left in the house was a crumb that was even too small for a mouse. Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 1:15 dawn, all the Who's still abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed up with presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchishly coming. They're finding out no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open for a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry boo-hoo. "That's a noise," grinned the Grinch, "that I simply must hear." So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sounded merry. It couldn't be so. But it was very merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes, and he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. And the Grinch thought something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And then he, himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. You see, guys? You guys don't need to give me presents. It's okay. It's okay. The presents were the friends we made along the way. Dude, roast beef sounds delicious. I can't blame him for stealing that one. I get it. I get it. It is very good. But who was the roast beast? The roast beast is the beast. Yes, it's a very nice story. Very strong Dr. Seuss book. And now we enjoy a little bit of hot chocolate. The presents is the tism we collect along the way. You're not wrong. It really is. You're not 100% wrong. But like, look man. Look man. It'd be that way. Also, we'll see how many we get through. We're still waiting for Santa, so we'll see. Okay, okay. I am gonna save one for the last one. I'm gonna let you guys vote. You didn't make your hot cocoa? Can you read it with the Jim Carrey voice? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not Jim Carrey. I'm just a little guy. He's not a little guy. Okay, you gotta make your hot cocoa, man. It's important. Gotta enjoy it. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys vote for the next one. We can do one that I myself haven't read. I saw it had pictures of animals in it, and while you guys don't get to see the pictures, I do. So we can do that one. Or we can do one that I remember as a little toddler being read, but at the same time, I have no idea how it's gonna stand up. No fair? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It is online. Post the pic on Discord. I will tell you guys the name, and honestly, if you look it up, you can easily find it online. Nah, I'd have to like move my jaw over, and in case you guys can't tell, we have very limited articulation. Baby Sin story, that's the one we're going to go with, the Baby Sin, Babu Sin story. Da, 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 da. We can do it, we can do it. I know, go with the animal one? Okay, we got one for animal. You know what? I'll have you guys vote. I will tell you guys the Babu Sin one has dog. No, wrong one. La Llorona? Nah. That's not gonna be, your inner child? Oh, maybe mine, but... Okay. There's the poll. You want the sin giggle while reading? I don't know if you guys are gonna get the sin giggle today. Okay, so far, haven't read it yet is winning. I'll give it a minute. I'll let you guys vote. Give you guys a chance. I mean, we're gonna read both anyway. Babu Sin is now winning. We'll read both, so I'm not too worried about either or. Both seem good. Babu Sin? Oh, it's 50-50! Okay, whoever votes next is the tiebreaker. Who wants to feel powerful? It's so over. I know it's all rigged. It all comes down to one person. Whoever does it next. Okay, it's Babu Sin time. We're gonna go ahead and do Babu Sin. One paragraph from one, then one paragraph from the other? The tiebreaker by Dono's God, no. God, that's my nightmare. Honestly, both those sentences were nightmare fuel. Okay. So, Shocker, do you guys want to know the name of this one? You guys want to know the name? We're gonna read the Pokey Little Puppies' First Christmas. I don't remember any of this story. I just remember the puppy and I was like, yes, there's a dog. I'm so in. Watch me get pissed off. I could tell you nothing about this. Or what? The Pokey Little Puppy. Do you not know what the Pokey Little Puppy is? He has an entire, like, book series. Okay. When the winter sun peeked through the window of the Mr. K's house that morning, 4 little puppies tumbled out of bed and played until it was time for breakfast. Polly, Penny, Pickles, and Pat ate 4 bowls in a row, their 4 little tails a-wagging. But where in the world's that Pokey Little Puppy? Their mother wondered. Pokey was still fast asleep. His mother nudged him and said, "Come on, Pokey, today's Christmas Eve." Pokey yawned and stretched. Even on a special day like Christmas Eve, he was still Pokey. 4 little puppies rode on a sled pulled by Tommy McRae. But where in the world was Pokey Little Puppy? He was saying goodbye to his mother. Pokey promised he wouldn't be late. Then he ran across the yard to follow the sled. At the edge of the yard was a gate, and outside the gate was a meadow. Across the meadow was a forest, crowded with Christmas trees. The McRaes were going to the woods to find a tree. Pokey wasn't sure why the family wanted a tree, but so far he loved Christmas Eve. The snow was white and bright, and it tickled his nose. Once he was in the woods, Pokey sniffed a strange smell. He forgot about keeping up with his brothers and sisters. He even forgot to watch where he was going. Poor Pokey stumbled, slipped and slid down a dark, dark hole. "Help, help!" he cried. Wouldn't someone come help him out of the slippery, slidey hole? "I'll help you," said a friendly voice. "My name is Herman." Pokey looked up to see a young skunk peering over the edge of the hole. Then Herman climbed down into the hole beside Pokey. Soon he wished Pokey from behind to help him climb up. Before long, the 2 of them were out of the hole. "You smell funny," said Pokey. Herman sniffed. "You smell funny too," he said. "Let's have some fun." He led Pokey up a winding path and down a hill to the frozen pond. Then he showed Pokey how to slide back and forth across the cold, shiny ice. What fun! Pokey remembered his mother telling him that Christmas Day was even better than Christmas Eve. But Pokey couldn't believe anything could be better than this. Not far away through the wintry woods, the McKays were having fun too. Tommy pointed at a fir tree beside a hollow log. "That's the perfect tree," he exclaimed. His sister Kate agreed. Mr. McRae raised his axe and whacked, whacked, whacked until, crack, the tree fell. It fell over onto the old hollow log, and the 4 little puppies barked excitedly. Pokey heard Pickles call, "Pokey, come on, Pokey!" He remembered his promise not to be late, but he wondered if he would see his friend again. "It's easy to find me," Herman said. "I live in a hollow log just over that hill." Pokey ran up the hill and down another, through the snowy woods towards the home. Suddenly, he saw something in the snow and stopped. Pokey sniffed the strange object up and down and all around. He had found an old rubber boot. The boot was too wonderful to leave behind, so Pokey dragged it out of the woods, across the meadow, and into McRae's yard. "I told you not to be late," Pokey's mother scolded gently when he came through the gate. "Look what I found," Pokey exclaimed. His mother shook her head and said firmly, "You can't take that messy, muddy old boot into the house." Sadly, Pokey left the boot by the garden gate. After a tasty supper, the puppies helped decorate the Christmas tree. Pokey sniffed at the fragrant green branches. Penny nibbed a strand of popcorn. When the tree was glowing with winking, blinking lights and shimmery, shiny glass balls, Pokey's mother told her puppies all about Christmas. "And to celebrate the special day, we give each other presents," she said at last. "Will we get presents too?" asked Penny. "Look under the tree tomorrow morning, and you'll find out," said their mother. Then she sent the puppies to bed. Pokey, of course, was the last to reach the cozy cushion where the puppies slept. His brother and sister soon fell asleep, dreaming of rubber balls, biscuits, and bones. Pokey stayed awake, thinking sadly about his red rubber boot. On Christmas morning, the puppies raced the tree and found the presents they wanted. A toy mouse, Penny cried. A fluffy stuffed bear, Pat exclaimed. A biscuit, said Pickles with a sigh. Polly chased a brand new bouncing ball. Pokey tore open the big package. My boot, he cried happily, and it's all shiny and clean. After breakfast, the gentle snow started to fall. Pokey's brother and sister went off to play in the meadow. Please don't be late for Christmas dinner, said Pokey's mother. Then, Pokey ran out the gate, across the meadow, and into the woods to find Herman. The skunk was nowhere in sight, so Pokey followed his nose. It took a long time, but Pokey finally found a wet, cold, and miserable Herman. What happened? Pokey asked. Herman said sadly, I'll show you. Pokey followed the skunk up the hill to the hollow log that had been the Herman's home. The McCraes had crushed it accidentally when they cut down the Christmas tree. Pokey felt sorry for Herman. The little skunk was all alone in the cold, snowy woods, and he had no home. So, Pokey took Herman home with him through the woods, across the meadow, and through the garden gate. Pokey's mother was amazed to find that her puppy had made friends with a smelly skunk. But Pokey's mother felt sorry for Herman too. That night, she let him sleep in the doghouse she and her puppy shared in the summer. And Pokey gave his warm, cozy bed in the McCrae's home to keep his friend company in the doghouse. The next morning, the most amazing thing happened. The Pokey little puppy was the first one out of bed. Where in the world was Pokey little puppy, everyone wondered. The puppies and their mother and Herman followed Pokey's tracks in the cold, crunchy snow. They went out the gate, across the meadow, and right to the edge of the wintry woods. Pokey saw his family and called, Come and look! Look at Herman's new home! Why, it's your boot, Pokey's mother exclaimed. Go on in and try it, Pokey told Herman. And the skunk ringed into a cozy, dry boot. Merry Christmas, Herman, said Pokey, even if it's a day late. Pokey's mother was proud of her puppy. It was only his first Christmas, but Pokey had already learned that the best gift of all were the ones you give. Okay, I still like it. It was good. It was good. Okay, skunks? Skunks are really cute. No, Panda, you don't have to donate! Hi, Nix. Hello, Fox. Welcome in. Yes. Pokey is a good dog. He deserves another boot. Top dog. No! Santa doesn't do that with dogs. Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of worried because, like, I don't know where this is going. I don't remember the story. But it ended good. It was good. A+. Pokey is a good dog, and, like, Babu Sin was goated for liking Pokey Little Puppy. Absolutely. He's a good dog. 10 out of 10. And now I enjoy a little bit of my hot chocolate. It's getting progressively colder. Can we have an illustration of Pokey? Not on stream, because all of this I'm reading it from the book. For those of you in the Discord, I will try to do it later. If not, Pokey Little Puppy. You just guys gotta Google it. He is a good dog. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. It's like room temperature hot chocolate right now. Not mildly warm. It's like hot summer day hot chocolate. That's where we're at. Fact checking at this moment. It's very important. Why they called him Pokey? It's P-O-K-Y. Lukewarm chocolate. Absolutely. I know, absolutely delicious. It has, well, it had whipped cream and cinnamon and nutmeg, but now, like, all the cinnamon and nutmeg are just the top, where there are swirls of what used to be Whipped cream. It's still very good though. It makes me very happy. I had to do Ibarra instead of Abuelita because I was tired of like all the added things in Abuelita. Bro, what do you think Hitler looks like? What the fuck? That's not your inner child. That's not your inner child at all. What are you going on about? Okay. Now. We have two options. Once again, you guys can vote. We have the animal one that I mentioned and haven't read. And then the one I don't remember. Which I will be very, very point blank. It has no animals. We're just gonna be point blank about that one. So, you guys can start voting that way. We can use no words here? Dear God. Oh God. I said inner child, not be a child. I don't know what to say besides that. Okay, I think this one is very one-sided. We're gonna go ahead and do the animal one I haven't read. You like variety? Don't worry, there's a lot of variety. I will say this to you, Punchy. I do know you like owls. I did see an owl in here. It's okay, it's gonna be red next. Don't worry, it's gonna be the one that's red next. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally, Baba made them. After she finished, she said, when you come home, first I'll look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will see to look if you still have your snow white mittens. So, off Nicky went, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. A mole, tired from tunneling around, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, and when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered in prickles, they made room. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when he saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mittens and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left. But when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A waft of warm steam rose from the air, and a fox trotting by started to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly could be. But what animal would argue with the bear? The midden swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. Along came a meadow mouse, no larger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable atop the great bear's nose. The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Chew! The force of the sneeze shot the midden up into the sky and scattered the animals in all directions. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost midden silhouette against the blue sky. And he ran to catch a snow-white midden. He saw Baba's face in the window. First, she looked to see if he was safe and sound. Then she saw that he still had his new mittens. That was cute. Elle's a home. They're all homies, man. Aethel, welcome in. Merry Christmas. Yes, it was super cute. It's a shame I hadn't read that one as a child, but I'm happy I read it now. They're all friends. They're all 10 out of 10. It seems like they all had a good winter time. It was very nice. I feel like every single time I take a sip of my chocolate, it's like colder and colder. And like, of course it is, but man. Exactly! Yippee! It is very nice. Very good. I am wondering, like, what was your guys' childhood Christmas stories? What do you mean it was metaphorically about a potluck? You don't think you ever had one? Really? There's no, like, storybooks at Christmas that you were told? Not even in, like, class or anything? But there wasn't, like, a special one that, like, around Christmas time that you'd be like, yeah. About the old rich guy? What do you mean old rich guy? Oh, the Polar Express! Yes, yes, and then, yes, I know what you're talking about with the Scrooge McDuckwood. Oh, well, yeah, Christmas Carol. I'm not gonna lie, I considered it and I was like, you know what? If Arknights, I get distracted and end up, like, spending who knows how many hours reading, I cannot be here for 3 hours reading A Christmas Carol. And, like, that's probably gonna get expanded to 9, because I know me. Sakue, welcome in! I hope you're having a good Christmas. A very Merry Sinmas. The Polar Express, I actually never got the chance to read the book. I've seen the movie, and it was Uncanny Valley for me, and like I would just stare and I was like, that child scares me. And you guys, I'm sure you guys know which child I'm talking about. The one that pissed everyone off. It pissed me off too. Yeah, okay, I'm not the only one who like, yeah, it's uncanny. It is, it is. Yes, yes, the nerdy kid. I'm telling you, everyone immediately knows. He freaked me out. You've never seen the movie? Oh boy. That's all I can say. Oh, there's some like really good animation, but they tried a bit too hard to make the children look like semi-realistic. And I don't know, it was kind of spooky. Yeah, there is. He's so, oh god. He makes me so uncomfortable. Dude, that was amazing. Like, okay. If it was not for the uncanniness of it, I think they need to remake it. Not change anything, just change the animation of the kids. Like, go a bit more cartoony. bro, like, they need to go ahead and, like, make it a bit more cartoony, and then I think after that would be perfect. For now, Polar Express plus Has-Been Hotel? You want a Vizzy Pop Polar Express? I'm good. I'm good. I think I'm good, man. I was just saying, like, a bit more cartoony. I don't know what Gravity Train is. Absolutely, that is most definitely an opinion. That is a great way to describe it. That is an opinion. Wild. Oh god. Oh, Arson, no! You're not wrong! That's absolutely how it would go! Oh. I'm sorry, not once have I been. I want an Alistair Tom Hands. That is awful. I'm glad everyone is in a, like, agreement that would be a cursed timeline. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Oh no. Oh god. That hot chocolate scene would just end in a bloodbath. We're not doing that. Oh god. Yes, Vizzy can, but Vizzy shouldn't. Infinity Train? I still haven't seen that. I don't need that. I'm good. I'm good. That's like the opposite of whatever inner child is. That's like inner... What is it called? I can't remember the name. Oh my god. I had it for a second. Inner edge. That's what I was gonna say. We don't want that. We're gonna move along because that's a cursed timeline. Okay, so we have 2 left. We're gonna go ahead and do the snowman. I haven't read this one for a long time, if I have. It seems like vaguely familiar, but you guys know like that vaguely of like, yeah, I've probably read this. This seems kind of familiar, but not 100% sure. That's how I feel about it. That's how I'm like, I think I recognize this, but it might just be everything looking the same. I know it's not Frosty. Oh, I have no idea anything about it. I can't share. But we'll go ahead and just go with that opinion. Absolutely got screwed on Andy. I can't believe that happened, guys. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do the snowman. It was morning, and soon as he opened his eyes and saw the bright white light coming through the window, James knew it would be a magical day. It was snowing. He never dressed so quick. Hardly time for breakfast. At last, he was outside making giant footprints in the snow and throwing snowballs. He began to roll a huge snowball and suddenly had an idea. The best thing to do would be to make a snowman. A big, big body. A quick lunch, no time to stop. A big round head. Coal eyes, a tangerine nose, and a hat and a scarf. And last of all, James drew a mouth with his finger. His snowman was finished. His snowman was smiling. Soon it was time for bed, but it's hard to sleep when you think of a snowman outside all alone. James got up and went out into the night. The day had been special, but this was magical. The snowman waved and raised his hat and walked towards the house. James took the snowman's hand and they went indoors. Ordinary snowmen never go inside the house, but this snowman wanted to see everything. The fridge was the best. It was cold, just how snowmen like it. Upstairs, Mom and Dad were fast asleep. The snowman tried everything, including Mom's perfume, which nearly made him sneeze. The snowman danced to a music box and played with James' toys. Mom and Dad didn't wake up. Back outside, they rode through the fields and forest on Dad's motorbike. But the snowman needed to be cold, and the motorbike made his legs very hot. So, James took the snowman to the big freezer, and soon, the snowman's legs were mended. Then the snowman stopped smiling and listened. What could he hear? Was he remembering something? Then he began to run across the snow. James ran with him. He caught the snowman's hand, and all at once, they were walking in the air, looking far below, holding very tight, and flying across the world. When at last they landed, the snowman led James through a dark, dark woods, until they came upon the most amazing sight that James could have ever imagined. All the snowmen and snowwomen in the world had come for a party. And there was Father Christmas. He gave James a hug and a present. Then they all ate and danced and danced and danced and danced until it was time to go home. They flew back the same way they had come. And soon they landed safely in James' garden. The snowman stood where James had first made him. And then James ran back, gave him one last hug, and whispered, "Thank you." Next morning, the sun was shining. James leapt out of bed and rushed down the stairs and out through the door to see his very special snowman. He couldn't believe his eyes as he walked towards the heap of melted snow, and a hat, a scarf, a tangerine, and some pieces of coal. Had he been dreaming? James felt down his dressing gown pocket and pulled out a snowman scarf. His present, given to him by Father Christmas, far away on one magical night. I don't think I've read that one. Wait, he has legs? He has legs! He has legs and he can fly! Yeah, I'm sorry. The snowman melted, but that's okay. He'll be back next year. That's what Frosty taught me. He do be a walking, flying snowman. Exactly. It do be that way. Oh no, he died! That's how it is. So he can run and take off. Do you not know how, like, planes work? That's why they have their, like, little wheels. I mean, also you could say that about birds. If he fly, why do they have legs? Mega Starmie? You could have him like Patrick, where he has the fishnets. We could do that instead. Make it more cursed. On the melted ice, there's just random pieces of fishnets. Absolutely. Snow sleigh! I know someone's drawn that. There's no way no one has drawn that yet. Okay, no, maybe not that. You good there, bro? Nah. He's just a fashion icon. That's all he is. Also, I'm hearing fireworks. Ah. It is almost midnight. The fat man should come soon. Yeah, someone has drawn that. I knew it. There's no way no one had. It was doomed to happen. It had to be. Yes. I will say, I am happy to live somewhere where, fireworks are a thing. Because, like, last place I was didn't really allow many because everything was constantly in a drought. As long as you're over 18. You miss fireworks? One day. One day you'll have more Christmas fireworks. And I'm waiting for what's gonna happen on New Year's. Because, like, I know what happened on Memorial Day here. And 4th of July. And, like, apparently now Christmas. And I'm, like, just looking out my window. And I know things are gonna get wild there. We still need to figure out what we're gonna do for that. I kind of have an idea. We may have to travel somewhere a little bit. You still have fireworks? Good! That's good! I'm happy that I have some. It makes it very nice. It's in... That should be in the description. It probably is. The second Enfield comes out, I am an Enfield-only streamer. It is horrible. I know it. Really quickly... Effie, I know you're in here. What the fuck? I meant to rest me stream just to scold you. What the fuck? Merry Christmas, everyone! It's midnight! Only... Oh, okay, well, it's in one of the descriptions. I don't know why it's not there anymore. Merry... Yes, Merry Sinmas! It's somewhere. It's still an hour from being midnight for you? Almost. Almost time. It's almost Christmas. Honestly, still better than when I lived in LA. The air quality can't get that bad. Oh, that's horrible, but it's true. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, well, yeah, it's at least it's not that bad. Oh, it's so stupid. Look, man, I love LA. I miss LA. There's parts of it that I do not miss, though. That includes being able to breathe. Oh, it's so bad. It's a shame. There's so much smog there, guys. It's so bad. Why am I celebrating if I'm the embodiment of sin? Because we are celebrating our inner child. The holidays, for some people, are religious. Not for me. For me, it is about just having a good time, guys. I'll say this much. People drive better in LA than a lot of parts of the South that I've seen. And I'll probably start a war. But, Louisiana, still one of the worst places that I've driven through. Miami, don't get me started on Miami. There's a lot. It's Cinta! Ho ho ho! Yeah, they kind of, I mean, it wasn't even aggressive. They're just scary, to be honest. Some of them are just like, Celebrating inner Pookie for real. But yeah, it's okay. It's alright. Anubis, welcome in! Merry Christmas. Feliz Navy, Dad. I hope you're having a good one, Anubis. We're having a nice, jolly time here. Have done some Christmas stories. There is one more before the cage closes and you guys are forced to go to bed. No worry, Taylor. Enjoy yourself. Have a little bit of fun. Can I ask what the Rust Belt is? Yes, we are enjoying cold chocolate now. You will go back in the cage. It is okay. Hey! Enjoy the family party! Yes, we are healthy, we are hydrated, or at least I am. They better be, because they're supposed to be. But we'll see. I enjoyed them. We did the Grinch. We did Pokey's little puppy's first Christmas, which I hadn't read since I was a child, and I enjoyed. The Midden, which I hadn't read before, and it was good. Then the Snowman, which it was okay. It was alright. There's better stories out there. It wasn't bad, but like it was alright. You missed those? It's okay, it's okay. We have one more. And we were saving one of the best ones for last. You got all the leftovers? Oh, okay. You know what? I think... Do Americans just not know how to drive? Is that what we're learning today? I think we're just learning that, like, Americans don't know how to drive. Oh, that's so bad. Hey! That's good. I feel like everyone's having tamales tonight. The downside of, like, not having holidays with my family is that I don't get pozole. And, I mean, man. I really want pozole. You got yourself pozole? Oh, that's good. Nah, I made myself beef enoki rolls. And then I had bought myself... I don't even know what they're called. I can't remember the name right now. But they're like the... I think it's called taiyaki. Fish shapes, but they're not taiyaki. They're green tea ice cream, and they have red bean. And it was delicious. That was great. Ooh, tinga? Ooh. Man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it for now. Like, enjoy it for me, because, damn, I do miss, like, the food that came from holiday parties. Honey glazed ham and mashed for your family. That sounds good. Homegrown veggies. That's amazing. I don't think I've had turkey in years. My family never made turkey. So unless I went to like somebody else's house, turkey was not on the menu. I think my mom tried one year and then she's like, I don't like this. We're going back to pozole next year. Yes, yes, please, please enjoy it. Really? That sounds wonderful. Man, I miss my grandma being able to cook for the holidays. Before she passed away, what we would do every Christmas, we would have an intercambio. And basically what would happen is everyone, like all my aunts and her would be in this tiny little kitchen, like probably the size of a closet. It was so small. And they would be making pozole and tamales. And like, I have a big family, huge family. So the dining room table has probably, what, 8 seats? And like no one's going to go ahead and be able to eat together. Because when I say like huge family, I mean like I'm at 30-something cousins. Like it's a huge family. No worries, it's okay. I have a lot of good memories. It's been a while since it happened, but the most important thing is she left me with a lot of good memories and a lot of love, which is good. But we would go ahead and take turns. And me and my sister would always be one of the first ones to eat because we would always be staying with her. So we would eat, and as time goes on, whoever came in, it was immediately get your plate, sit down, eat, and get the fuck out of the way. Because, like, the next batch is coming. That's how it seems like... You guys know those games where you're making sure that everyone gets their food as quickly as possible and, like, moves out, so that way the next person can go ahead and sit down and eat? That's how it felt like. That's what it would be like that. And then we would just go ahead and... A lot of them would be in the living room. I would usually go to where my bedroom was. And I would hang out there. And that would be where the TV was. So, like, sooner or later, an uncle would go ahead and come in and play some... I don't know how there were still soccer games that, like, were playing. Some type of soccer game would end up on the TV. Don't know why. Don't know who was playing soccer on Christmas Eve. There's always a soccer game. No, I'm Cinta. Hi, hello. Hi, Phantom. I hope you're doing well. No, not even FIFA. Like, it's just legit. So we would go ahead and just enjoy ourselves, and I'll just be watching that. It was a good time. It was very nice memories. And then, like, we would go ahead and do the entire intercambio. And I would always crash before midnight. So I would end up crashing, and then, like, out of nowhere. In Mexico, by the way, Santa Claus isn't really a thing. It's like Niñito Jesus. That's what it is, which is like baby Jesus. Baby Jesus brings the presents, by the way. Wiggle the hat? Oh, yeah. Here, have the little, clappies. Which is crazy to me, by the way. But yeah, like, I would wake up in the middle and be like, look, he brought you presents. And, like, of course, like, that's what it was. Yeah, exactly. Just like, what? Where's the giant Christmas? It was a tiny Christmas tree. Well, not tiny. I mean, it was like an average-sized Christmas tree. I swear, guys, it was average. But, like, it was a tree in the corner. And they would put it on top of, like, I guess you would call it the equivalent of a nightstand, basically. Because all the presents would go underneath. And, like, we would go from... The youngest person would be the first person to give the gift. And then, like, whoever got a gift would go ahead and go to the next one. It's how you use the Christmas tree that matters. No. Oh, no. But yeah, I do miss those a lot. Okay. That's January 6th, though. That's for Three Kings Day. You guys are getting, like, a little ahead of yourselves, man. Like, one celebration at a time. No, it was funny. Even when I moved out, I would go to my mom's house and be like, hey, I'm dropping off my shoes. And then she just she smacked me out of the house. She's like, no, get out. Go. You're not getting any. Finding your own home. It's so stupid. I love talking about it. It's very nice to talk about childhood memories. It is very nice. I don't know about that. I think it depends. Oh, I just swallowed some of the cinnamon wrong. Ooh, 1 second. Okay. Let's be honest, it depends on money. What made Christmas in Mexico special wasn't necessarily the presents themselves. It was more everyone gathering. Have you ever considered visiting Mexico one day? I visit Mexico every now and then. I still have plenty of family, and I'm so excited because, like, I already know exactly what I'm gonna eat. I haven't talked about this much, but I will be going to at least one game in Mexico for the World Cup. I will share more information as time comes, and we'll discuss it more then. But we will be doing that, so that's probably in 6 months or so. You were 5 of them? No, we're not gonna do an IRL vlog. Because I plan to do something that would absolutely dox me if I did that. We'll see. I might tell you guys about it. And if things happen, but I don't know. Nah. Dude, oh man. A bit off topic, because I know we still have one more story to go through. I nearly got the chance to go to the opening game. And it got offered to me, and then I saw the ticket prices, and I was like, nah, let's not do that. I would feel bad if I picked this game, so we're not gonna do that. Whoever has access to those tickets basically was like, alright, go ahead and pick 2, and I was like, no. How many dono do you need for the ticket price? You don't want to know. Oh god, you don't want to know, nor do I want that dono. Actually, no, it wasn't 3K, surprisingly. Close though. Wasn't too far off. No, god, no. It might be too late regardless. God, no. Oh, that's a scary dono. That would be a terrifying dono. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's the opening game. Not only that, prices are kind of inflated right now for that, which is a little unfortunate. No, I'm good. Don't know, we're good. The color of Jolly is working out. Let's go with that. You guys go work out. That's the red dono in our hearts. We got that one instead. I am so happy that I am still a very small streamer, because that would terrify me. That sounds so scary to me. The red and green, oh god. Exactly. One guy gets it. That sounds terrifying to me. But yeah, we won't be doing that. I don't want to do that. I probably would get stun locked. I don't want that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead instead, have a jolly old time, enjoy our Christmas, making sure that you guys know it is about you guys being here, me appreciating you. Yes, the background is very nice. I did not make it. It was another thing that was free assets. I only gave the sinners their bed. That's all I did. But yeah, I will try to post the credits for everything in the Discord because I do appreciate it. The base for the book itself, I did make sure I crafted the book. But everything else, there were wonderful people that by Christmas miracle went ahead and gave access to everybody. Shh, we don't talk about the bear trap. Don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about it. We can't let him know. He hasn't stopped by yet, but he's gonna stop by any minute. We can't let him know. That's very important. We gotta make sure it's on the down low. But no, we're gonna go ahead. I'm not trying to catch the Grinch. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Me? Hunt Santa? Never. Nah, don't worry about it. That would never happen. I'm a Goodson. What are you talking about? I would never do that. If he survives the fire, he can tank the trap. One way to find out. Oh, that's oh god, that's a horrible thought. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, we are gonna go ahead and do one more. I know I can track Santa, but at the same time, they don't put the tracker very well when it comes to hell. They're kind of bad about that one. So, for that reason, we won't be able to track exactly when he gets here, but don't worry. Don't worry. We'll be prepped. We're gonna go ahead and do our final story before you guys go ahead and get put to bed, because it is late for a sinner. And Santa won't come if all the sinners are awake. So let's go ahead and get this one over with. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. No, you can't do that when I'm reading! Bella! What are you doing? No, it's bedtime! It's bedtime! No donos! Thank you, but what the fuck? When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I sprung from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. Merry Christmas! You didn't have to do it! Hi, you're green now. Yes, you're green. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and when he whistled and shouted, and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet an obstacle not to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opened his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were little roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they flew like a down of a thistle. And I heard him exclaim, for he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." And with that, I think you guys should go to bed. It's time to go ahead and rest. Wait, who gave you membership? A couple people gave memberships. I know Behwa did. Tama did. It might have been one of them. I'm not sure. Regardless, thank you to them. Happy Chrysler, Merry Christmas, Merry Crisis. Thank you everyone for joining me. It is time. You get it from the one of them. One of you guys got it from that. Aya, hello. Aya, did your name get more messed up? Yes. It was a nice story. I think we had a nice Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everybody. Why do I sound so polite right now? Because it's Christmas. It's Christmas. You are supposed to enjoy your inner child. You're supposed to go ahead and have a fun time and be merry. Don't worry, it won't last long. No! No! What does that mean? What does that mean? Thank you, one guy, but what the fuck? That's the feeling of being green. Apparently, if you guys are green, I'm nice to you guys. Santa deniers and shambles. But that's okay. It's alright. Yes, yes, Christmas time is the time of chill. We relax a little bit. We have a jolly good time. We enjoy ourselves. We are happy. And tomorrow you guys go back to working out, right? Right? No! Stop it! Stop it, Panda! You guys go ahead. Work out. That's all I want. That is my Christmas wish. My present was already you guys joining me and giving me a wonderful year. I do not need more than that. Green monkey? Yes. Yes, green monkey. Anyway. It's time. It's time for you guys to close your eyes. It's time for you guys to go to bed. Our night has ended. You guys gotta wait up for Santa. I know it might be a different time where you're at. But at the same time, you guys gotta do it. Santa won't come to hell if you guys don't sleep. You have to do it. Yes, yes, we gotta pull out the chloroform. If that's what it takes. It do be EB time. Good night, everybody. I hope you guys rest well. But it's time for you guys to go ahead and sleep. It seems like all the sinners are asleep. Guess I'll cover their cage with the blanket. Right on time. Where's my stream deck, old man?
Excuse me.
I'm not playing around.
I'll get you one. Just don't.
I was good.